So we're going to pick this video up where we left off. And we're going to talk about the most important aspect. Whom has brought the reckoning, and who will bring the better day, and who is the capable hand, because he holds all of our lives. He's the Most High. Then the Lord showed me a vision, because I asked the Lord to show me what nothingness looks like. And when I asked the Lord, the great sun put me on his shoulders and hoisted me up. And the Lord took me from there and raised me a little bit higher. And I was able to get a vantage point, a quick glimpse of what the Lord sees when he sees us from his position. And this is amazing stuff, folks, because the Lord was by himself looking at existence, folks. And what I saw the great Most High God, Vishnu, Hari, folks, who is Shiva, who is Brahma, looking at the universe, folks, which looks like a little swirly dot in the middle of nothingness. All of this grand, vast infinity of a universe was nothing to him. And in complete darkness, he was the light looking down from his perch behind nothingness. And I saw the universe as a little swirly dot. And I was shown this, and it was amazing, folks. I want you guys to understand, because you guys fight over politics, and this is the reason why you can't come into one accord about the Most High, who he is. I told you he's Vishnu, folks, whom is also Shiva, folks, whom is also Brahma, folks. He is the sun, the moon, and the earth, folks. So I'm trying to get you to understand, in his science, he has aspects, folks, of himself. This is real reality because I see it every day, folks. And I want you guys to understand something. That the Lord is bringing this. You do not hold might over him, folks. Not from what I visioned, folks, he showed me. He is the greatest, folks. There is nothing higher than him, folks. And it's a fact. I have seen this, folks. But some of you fight about his name, and that's something trivial in his greatness, folks. But yes, to clarify you for this new society, I need you to understand his science. Okay? He is Brahma. He is the sun, folks. He is Shiva. He is the moon, folks. He is Vishnu. He is Hari, folks. He is Mother Earth, folks. And he holds this all, folks. And we're nothing to him. We're just specks of dust to him, folks. So I need you guys to really listen to what I'm saying. This is not about trying to convert you at this point, because the new day is coming. And you don't have to be on board with it, but you won't be here, folks. All of your egos and covets and things that you think about yourselves, which mean nothing, are the reasons for all of the things that we have experienced, folks, up to this point. The greed in your hearts, right? So you get wrath on a serious level. You get things that are taking you out of here that you're scared about. You're all convening and meeting for the purpose of holding this little flimsy bullshit society together based on greed and war and all of the foolishness that you do continuously. And if you're left to your own devices, you will destroy innocence. So you make all of these missiles and all of these weaponries, and you don't have them for the purpose of bettering society. Because one of those missiles, even if the missiles that you contain, are dangerous to the whole society at large. And I'm trying to show you that the Lord is greater than you and wiser than you. And he sees your foolishness and has seen all of these things. All of the things you have done in the name of conquest. Ego. And this is why you do everything you do. You know, it's very cold out here, folks. And it's going to get much colder. And that's serious, because those of you who think that you have a hand who can oppose the Most High, that's what we're talking about. You know, you people who stand in the way of a better day, who are convening in your secret meetings and stuff. to hold on to these resources, which is why you're having the wars. You tell us all of this bullshit, but you can't solve homelessness. You know, you can't have a fair society because you're hoarders, you're narcissists. This blueprint plays out into lower society with jobs and everything, in the covet. And the Lord is not about people who covet money. And that's why money has to be done away with, because money has become the God for you coveters. So when I issue these decrees, I want you to understand that I have endorsement from the Most High. And I'm just going to read this for what it is. And we'll talk about it a little bit if there's some time left. We'll discuss some things. But I'm going to read these things because I told you that the Lord needs you to know some things about this new society. We're going to do away with all of the bad things that corrode and poison this society, that keeps it from going forward. People are enslaved, no matter what race, but a particular group, has been persecuted. But we're talking about the world society at large. That Mother Earth holds, whom gives you air, and the great sun gives you sunlight. Honor y'all. And all of these things are provided to you for the purpose of you experiencing something so that you can elevate to a higher place. But many of you are demoniacs and have compromised the ability of other people to rise. And that is your whole master plan. Because money is not really real, and those in the covet know that on some level. So they got you rat racing and giving up your lives and giving up your souls and dying and killing for this piece of paper that means nothing when you could have it anyway. And those of you who have that heart and mind, you have to be done away with. You have to understand this. So I started off talking about God and his greatness, folks, that he's shown me. None of you know the sun. And somehow, you scoff at me telling you this as if this is a joke. That me knowing Mother Earth, and even though you're getting things that are taking you off this planet because she's sweeping you out. And you didn't understand the real purpose of that. The purpose of that is to get rid of the people who have might over the rest of society. It's just like that goldfish example, because you're literally in a goldfish bowl. You're not even a fish, though. You're like the little granules of sand at the bottom of the bowl. And that's what makes it even more of a tragedy. But, you don't deal justice. You're not fair. And all of the things you do are corrosive, and you're bad fruits. Really, you're sour. And so you have to go. So I'm going to start off talking about the Most High, Vishnu, right? And in these decrees, all will recognize the name of the Father in heaven, Vishnu, whom is Shiva, whom is Brahma. Okay? He is the sun, he is the moon, he is the earth. Fact, okay? Everything will be offered, and abundance will be assured. The false covers are over, the false covets are over money, is what I would say. And, only praise to Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma in unison of prayer as the Most High God in all of his aspects. Not what you want to call him. Not a name that, because I told you he came to you in many ways, but now in the new society. And that's why you got those examples. You saw firsthand the ground open up. You saw planes fall from the sky. You saw volcanoes pop, right? And more things are to come. These are things that will take you out of here. And if I tell you that, one of the great ones, whom are the administrators, whom are his hands, folks, the heavenly armies, right, whom he commands, folks. If I tell you they're going to do something and it happens, that is your example to get you to realize there's truth to what I'm saying. Not about an ideology or I'm trying to convert you or anything. This is how it's going to be. Okay? So no other gods, no false idols. His name is Vishnu. His name is Hari, folks. He is Shiva and he is Brahma. And when you give him praise, you give him praise in all of his aspects. The Most High, he is God. Yes, he is Shiva. Yes, he is Brahma. So you give praise to Vishnu, the Most High, who is Shiva, who is Brahma. You give praise to him. These are his aspects, okay? Because demoniacs, they are the problem, folks, okay? So let's get to society. You people, you demoniacs and fools and ignorant people who suppress the people who want to reach for God. Let's get to you guys. And this is what we're going to do away with, okay? No more money, jobs, or commodity. All will recognize the true descendants of God who have taught civilization, because they were first people, folks. And they did teach all of civilization, and you guys are in the covered in present day, and you are enslaving people and harming people, and they're in the lineage to Mother Earth, who's holding your reality. So if you're going to curse these people and spit on them, then she's going to spit on you. You understand how this works? Okay? Lands will be returned to the lost tribes, and those who possess the vibration will have access to land everywhere on earth to live where they choose, with no debt to anyone, for the blessings and abundance of the Most High Vishnu, who is Shiva, whom is Brahma. Okay? No government structures anywhere. There will be democracy everywhere. You understand me? No jobs, no covet, no demoniacs in authority, period. That's just the word. That's how it's got to be. No banks or institutions, no organized media. All of these things are things that these guys are using right now to cripple society and play games and do stupid stuff when the Most High is holding your breath and you just don't get it. So no covets of any kind, period. You understand me? No debts and no wages. See how this works? This is how you're enslaved. No politics, no agencies that be space or military, no corporations, no racism, no greed, no wars. All of these things are low-level things, but if you embody and uplift these things, you have to go, because this is the problem that plagues society. Okay? So, no greed, no wars, no military industry, no satellites, no fossil fuels, because the Lord can provide you abundance of energy. And you're not going to charge people for stuff that he's giving you and you haven't paid him by giving him the praise. Because there are trillions of heavenly worlds that operate forever and have abundance. And you guys that are ignorant, you have to go. A new day is coming. No more foolishness of any kind from anyone. Period. Okay? And all of those things are the problem, folks. Now, a lot of you may say, we can't get rid of these things. Why can't you? Have you seen heavenly worlds, folks? I want you to understand that the armies of God are mighty, folks. They can destroy any of your armies. You're just specks of dust. But because the devil has convinced you on some level that you're greater than what you are, you scoff and you look at the heavens and you think that they don't hold might over you. When they're administrating your reality, Mother Earth can crush any of you anytime, and you will be crushed at any given time going forward. All you have to do is look at the heavens. If you think you have might in the military, if you think you're the baddest shit on the planet, look at the heavens. I don't care what nation you're in. Look at the heavens from your military base and tell Mother Earth that she's not going to do anything to you. And I promise you that you will not see tomorrow. And yes, as a human, I have suffered a great deal in my life. And I have watched many people suffer. Many conflicts. If you look all over the world, there are people uprising against their governments, because the governments are the problem. But when we look a little closer, we realize that the governments are really just people, folks. People who have made a covenant with the devil, folks, to hold power over you with money, and that money enslaves you. So those of you who have been given a little trinkets or something, those who have coveted to this, you help join in this thing against other people who are under you, and you help uplift these things, and this is why you have to go. Okay? Everything I said is what it's going to be, right? It may not have been perfect, but it was something that I had to, as the Lord put it in my heart, I had to just put it down, jot it down. And so I hope that it was clear to you in that message of all those things. No military industrial complex, because if you don't want to do this, you're going to lose your ability to do anything. No banks. Money is done. I told you. It's not a joke. There's nothing you can do about it. The very ground you stand on can open up and take you right now. Okay? If you have a problem because you're punks, don't talk to me about it. I'm just relaying the message to you. If you have a problem because you're demoniacs, look at the heavens. The heavenly armies will ride on you anytime. If you want war with the heavens, just look at God and tell God you want war with him, and you'll get it, right? And you won't triumph, folks, right? Because he's holding your heartbeat. He's holding your breath in your body, folks. He's making your heart beat is what I'm saying. And you know this, right? But somehow you walk around and you just, the creature comforts of bullshit society and the selfish natures of you, the arrogance makes you think that you can continue to do what you've done all of these years and centuries and generations and not realize that you were being watched the whole time. I told you. And you see things that you have no control over, and that's still not enough to deter you. So you hop on your private jets and you fly around and you beat your chest and you get your nice cars, and all of that can be taken away from you. As a matter of fact, all of it will be taken away from you. Because if those are commodities, those are products of money. If money is done away with, we're stripping all of this. And the Lord is going to show you how heavenly worlds operate and how everybody is going to have peace, because there's going to be an abundance. There's going to be abundance of energy. No one's charging for land, and people are going to live where they live. You're going to let people go free. I declare right now to you governments, everyone is going to be free, right? Any of you who have a problem, because the Lord knows who you are. I don't even have to see you. I don't have to know anything about you. Sit in your base. Sit in your offices in your government structure somewhere and say that the Most High is not going to do this or that. Just say it. Just sit in a group. And I promise you, you will have a problem right there, because the floor that you're standing on is God. You understand me? He has brought wrath. You have seen buildings fall. You have seen bridges fall. You have seen everything. You still think you have might over the heavens. But now it's time to open up a can of whoop ass. Now it's open season on demoniacs. Anyone who's in covenant with the demoniacs will be destroyed. If you're not on board, y'all know what I was going to say, right? And God has called for this. The Most High, who holds your life, is bringing this, folks. You're witnessing this, folks, right now. You're disgusting people. Those of you who don't have the vibration are disgusting. And notice how you're the people who are suppressing everyone else. You're the bigger fish in the bowl that are eating the other fish, that are keeping them from having peace. You're in the way of peace is what I'm saying. So you have these nuclear missiles that you can't even contain with radiation, because some leak out and people get hurt and stuff. And you have them all over this society. And if one of them went off, it could really do some damage. See how you're creating a problem? You're the problem. And all for the ability to say you have might, but you don't have might over the heavens. Okay? So, what I said goes, because the Most High has called for this. And I'm going to clarify this for you. Look at my ass, for you government people, for you false religious leaders, because you're going to come off that too. You're going to acknowledge the group that the Most High has brought forth. The group who has taught everyone. If you don't, because Mother Earth is in my family, you will pay a heavy fine, folks, that you can't return from. And you will bear witness as the temperatures get colder, as the great sun gives you, fire tornadoes and all these stuff that you'll get that's just so crazy. You can't hide in the ground, because Mother Earth is the ground. Okay? The skies will not be kind to you. And I just want you guys to understand that. All of your militaries together cannot beat the Most High, because he has shown me. The universe is just a speck of dust to him, folks. He has literally shown me this. And if you don't believe, you can bear witness to this. He will crush you, folks. The Lord will crush you is what I'm saying. And I'm telling you right now, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. Just keep your eyes on the sky. Right? And pray that you wake up tomorrow, because he holds your life and he can snuff the breath out of your chest. And if you don't believe me, just say it in your mind. Laugh in your mind about it. Laugh in your mind about it. You won't be here tomorrow. New day is coming. And when I do videos, we're going to be talking about structuring and certain things. But you're going to come off these lanes and you're going to free everyone. No more jobs. No more jobs. Screw what you're talking about, because it's all about your conquest and what you hold over people. We'll be talking next video.